Tawakkul, in light of the Quran and Sunnah, meaning of Tawakkul. Tawakkul literally means to trust. As a concept in Islam, Tawakkul Allah means to trust in Allah and rely solely on Him, to trust that no matter what happens, it happens, with the will of Allah, and that He is the best of planners. In light of the Quran, true believers rely on Allah alone and are only dependent on Him for any and all their needs. They trust Him as their protector and sustainer. No matter what hardships they face, in this worldly life, they know that whatever Allah does is for the best. Allah has set everything in existence in place and is the one who is running the affairs of the universe. Believers live this worldly life totally reliant on Allah and in service to Him alone. Allah takes care of His slaves and provides from them means to sustain them so long as they are committed to servitude to Him. Putting your trust in Allah alone and depending on none but Him is an essential part of faith and belief. Without having total trust in Allah, one cannot be a true believer in Islam, nor a true slave of Allah. No matter the conditions, odds, situations, trials, or tribulations, a true believer stands firm due to their faith in Allah. We need to constantly evaluate ourselves and see where we stand at any given time. How much do we truly trust in Allah, and how conscious are we of Him? True believers are those who know that none can help them in any way, shape, or form other than Allah. That every single sign from Allah is truth and is the only true sign of guidance. That they will one day stand in front of their Lord and be accountable to Him. No matter what people may say or do, true believers know that Allah is the one truly in charge of all affairs. Even if mankind as a whole gathers against them and pushes them to abandon faith, the true slaves of Allah only grow in their faith and dependence on Allah. In light of the Sunnah, a sure way to please Allah to the point where He does not take account from you is to truly depend and trust on Him alone. Ibn Abbas reported, "The Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said, 70,000 from my nation will enter paradise without reckoning. They are those who do not rely on incantations, nor believe in omens, but rather they trust in their Lord." Bukhari. Allah sustains all that is in existence, and He alone provides for His slaves. A true believer should rely on Allah just like the rest of creation does. The Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings be upon him, said, "If you were to rely upon Allah with reliance due to Him, He would provide for you, just as He provides for the birds. They go out in the morning with empty stomachs and return full." Tirmidhi submission to Allah in all affairs of life is essential for a believer. Only through true submission can one reach a level where they fully trust and depend on Allah. Knowing that Allah alone is eternal and everything else will come to an end is a way to build that trust. Ibn Abbas reported, "The Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings be upon him, used to say, 'O Allah, I have surrendered to you, and I have faith in you. I trust in you, and I have turned to you. I have contested my opponents for your sake. O Allah, I seek refuge in your power from going astray, for there is no God but you. You are the living who never dies, while the jinn and humans die." Bukhari, a believer should renew their faith and trust in Allah on a daily basis, constantly reminding yourself that you are nothing more than a creation of Allah and totally dependent on Him for everything. Repetition is key building trust in Allah. Al-Bara ibn Azib reported, "The Messenger of Allah, peace and blessings be upon him, said, 'When you go to sleep, perform ablution as for your prayer, then lie down on your right side and say, O Allah, I submit my face to you and entrust my affair to you and commit myself to you in hope and fear of you. There is no refuge or place of safety but with you. I believe in the book you have revealed and the prophet you have sent.' Then the prophet said, 'Make these your last words. Verily, whoever said this and died in the night will have died upon natural instinct.'" Bukhari.